one is a mix of, sorry, the second one is also a full online, but the third one will be a mix of online and also offline. So basically, can I have someone to unmute themselves? Who are these people? Can you share with us? You can unmute yourself.
World Championship of Public Speaking.
Correct. World champions of the public speaking. Actually, it goes before 1964, but it doesn't fit into my slides. But yes, they are the world champions of public speaking. And what made them to be the world champion? But the next question is, can we become one of them? Now, I would like to invite you to start with the golden circle that is introduced by Simon Sinek, an American author. It's basically why people do things. So we can ask three things to ourselves: why, what, and how. Now, why do we join international speech contests? First one, I can give you a reason. We need to step up the game. We have been delivering our speeches in our club, in our surroundings, or even in another clubs. But delivering speeches in the contest, it takes another preparation. It takes another situation to observe. So if you want to step up the game, I would recommend you to join the international speech contest. Second one is the reward and recognition. Yes, if we deliver it in this club speech or in the club meetings, we get the reward and recognition. If we become the most favorite or the best speaker, now we have a larger opportunities to get the reward and recognition, not only in the club, but also the area, division, even district. Or if you go step up, then you can have the recognition from all over the world. Others. Through a contest, you will see outstanding speakers. They have their own messages. And those messages, actually, we can apply it in our lives. So, why do we join international speech contests? Just ask yourself and see these three reasons. Now, from why, let's go to what. What is the contest like? But first of all, it is a 5 to 7 minute prepared speech contest. So basically, it's practically is the one that you have delivered, or you are delivering, or you just delivered in the club. It's a 5 to 7 minutes prepared speech contest. And the most interesting thing is that the topic is all of our choice. You can choose any topics. It could be personal, professional, it could be a story, anything, as long as the topic is related or not prohibited by the Toastmasters. For example, you cannot talk about the ethnicities, stereotypes, and everything. I suggest you to avoid that. Yes, there are a couple of ways how you can do that, but as a first timer, I really suggest that you avoid those topics. And another thing that makes it interesting, the judges are invisible. You will not know who the judges are. You only know the chief judge. So the chief judge is responsible for gathering all of the judges and to have the judging sessions running well, but we never had information about who the judges are. Isn't it exciting? So that is what is the contest like. Now, from why go to what, now we can go to how. How to win the contest? Well, I would like to offer you some tips, and I call it Mr. MRI. First one is M, mindset. The first R stands for research. The second M stands for message, R is rehearse, and the I is input. So, Mr. MRI. By the way, if you have any question at all at any time, you can type in a chat box, and our lovely Tom will help me to read all the questions after the presentation. Now, let's talk about M, the mindset. What mindset should we have? The first one, if we want to join the international speech contest, let's think of us, but the 2.0 version. So the next higher level of the public speaker. Let's have that. I know that some of us might say, well, I'm not there yet, but we can start it in our mindset. Let's become ourselves 2.0. And the second one is a spreading positive message. So we are there not to only impress the judges, not only to impress the audience, but also to spread positive message. So these messages are also one of the things that being judged. So if you have positive message, then you can spread it to the audience. And the third one, please ensure that you deserve to be there. And definitely, if you are admitted to the contest, you deserve to be there. So you cannot say that, oh, I'm just a newbie. Oh, she's better than me, or he is the ruling champions. No. So if we go to the game, if we go to the contest, then we are deserved to be there. So those three mindsets are important to be had if we go to a contest. Now, let's go to the next one. R, research. What do we have to research about? Because research is very important. First of all, is the rules. We need to know all the things about the rule. And fortunately, Toastmaster International is transparent enough to share about the rule book. So you can say anything. You can see from A to Z, do's and don'ts from the rule book. If you can't find it, you can go to the Toastmaster International website. If you cannot have it, you can go to our contest chair, which happened to be Toastmaster Hani. And then you can also ask the previous participants or winners, how do they feel? How do they prepare? So what needs to be done? So you can ask them. And the third one, you can ask the exco members, the executive committee members, from Mr. President to the Mr. SAA. So you can talk to any one of them, and then they will be happy to share about all the things related to the contest. Now, the third one is the message. What kind of message do we have to deliver in the contest? But before that, we have to be vulnerable first. We have to be open. We know what are the things that we would like to say. Sometimes we build barrier so that people won't know about us, but then it is very crucial that we are being open so the story can be personal. And make sure that you highlight your life-changing experience. It will be engaging, not only for the judge, but also the audience. If you can display some roller coaster of emotion, it would be great. It's a plus point. And if you see the time indicator is yellow, make sure you have come to the main message. And if you see red, make sure you close your speech. So you can write your speech and then try to practice it about the time indication. And please optimize the 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So you you can finish it in maybe 7 minutes or even 6:30, but then if you can have it optimally, that would be great. And the second one is rehearsing. Why do we need to rehearse? Because rehearse, people repeat to remember, and people remember to repeat. So how do we rehearse? We can tape ourselves in our video using camera, using phone, And then we can also practice in front of others because it gives another sensation, and they can also give you feedback. And if you are not sure that it is not good yet, please do it hundreds of times if you think that it is sufficient. And the next one is input. Input is a very valuable for us. You can have input from your mentor, you can have input from your colleague, your family member, and also after you get the input, please be open. And the most important thing is you implement it. So, how to win the contest? Just remember Mr. MRI: mindset, research, message, rehearse, and input. And I would like to ask the floors if you have any question. So, Madam Tom?
Yes, everyone, please raise your hand if you have another question. Okay, we have some of the question first from Toastmaster Leonie. Toastmaster Leonie, have a question is, have you had cold feet when participating in the contest? If yes, what did you do to overcome it, Mr. Press?
I still remember my first time doing the international speech contest. It was full online. And what got me into cold feet is that all of the participants, I mean, the other participants, they wore their suits at that time because before the delivery session, they all just wear polo shirt and everything. But then when it came to the game, they all wear suits, and I was struck because I couldn't find my suits. I wore batik shirt definitely, but then if I thought that, oh, people, I would say, wore suits, and somehow suits gave me more confidence, and I can't find that, and I said, okay, oh, should I really, cancel my participation at that time because it really impact my mental at that time. But I still remember um, one of the things that is in my head is that, come on, Andika, just use this as a practice. If you have a strong message, you have a strong delivery, maybe there is an opportunity that your batik will want the suits guys. But then again, cold feet can be for any reason. But if what hold me, or what made me going, is that I have a strong purpose because I want to be Andika 2.0. So that made me going. So if you happen to have a cold feet, I would say just think of your purpose. Why did I join this? Did someone force me to join this? If they're not, I mean, there's no one who force ourselves to join this, then let's go back to our purpose. Is that purpose important for me? So if it is important, then cold feet can be harder and harder at split second. So that's my tips. Just remember your purpose. Hopefully it answers.
Thank you, Mr. Price. So remember from Mr. Price is uh, find your purpose. And second, we have another question again. Is how long was your first rehearsal in your first contest? Terus Mr. Andika.
Okay. I know that I said it's hundreds of times, but no. At that time, I used, I would say, 2 full weeks. So every day, it between day or night. So I rehearsed because I know that I had a strong message, but I didn't have a strong delivery. And since that was my first online speech contest or online public speaking, then I need to rehearse how should I do my gesture and everything. So basically, if you are competing in a contest, make sure that you have a full, I would say, full display of your gesture. I know I'm not imitating it right now. But then later on, if you are competing, please make sure at any of your convenience, people will be able to see your gesture. So coming back to the question is, I had 2 full weeks. It should have been longer. Definitely, it should have been longer. But then I have 2 full weeks, and every day, either day or night, I rehearse the structure. I rehearse the, I would say, how I moved, my facial expression at that time. So anything that I assess myself, where is my gap at that time? So the biggest gap that I need to solve it first. So I hope it answers your question. It depends on how long you need it, but uh, assessing your gap or performance gap or skill gap is very important at the beginning. Then you can formulate or you can plan how long you have to rehearse. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika. And also, we have another third question again, is from Toastmaster Cardan. For a newbie participant like myself, just wondering what is the rules to be eligible to join in international speech contest?
Okay, what is the rule? From what I know, is that you have to complete level 2 of your pathway, and you also have to be a good standing members. It means that you are paid and you are registered. So those two are the main requirements of having the international speech contest. But what happened if we haven't completed any level 2 yet? You can participate in other speech, for example table topics. You can have a evaluation contest. So uh, I think Toastmasters is fair enough. I mean, they provide opportunities for those newbies, really newbies, or also those who have completed level 2. So to coming back to your question, if you want to be eligible for the international speech contest, you need to be a good standing member, and also you have to complete level 2.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Press. And I guess we have another question again. Wait. Oh, how about any tips on what kind of story will appear from your experience, like humorous or serious or not informative, motivational?
Okay, I will answer this question, but I think from I have a message that this will be the final question, because we need to advance to another topic. So, any tips on what kind of stories? From what I know, is that some stories have a mix of emotions. Those are the champion stories. It can be funny, it can be inspiring, it can be sad, but it can be closed on the inspiring side. So I've noticed that if I observe the world champions speech, definitely they have humor in it. Definitely they have something that, wow, I didn't know that. I just knew that. And also we when we heard of it, and we say, oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very inspiring. So those are stories that can be used in our contest, and please explore and ask for feedback from your colleagues, so that we can try and we can go to our first speech contest and we can advance to the next level. I hope it answered the question. Back to you, Tom.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Price, for the first session, your insightful sessions, and also for another question that you have in the chat box, we can answer by letter and by Mr. Price by personal message. And we move to the next sessions is practice that we learn from our speakers, prepared speakers tonight, is Toastmaster Sekar Novita. Sekar Novita is will deliver in level project 3 is intro to vocal variety. The pathway is innovative planning. And so without further ado, let's hear from her evaluator first. Is Toastmaster Leonie will be introduced in her speech. Toastmaster Leonie, are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
Tom. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today I have the honor of being the evaluator for Toastmaster Carnofita. Toastmaster Carnofita will deliver her speech from an effective planning pathway level 1, project 3. Introduction to vocal variety and body language. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance his speech. The title for Toastmasters speech today is Miracles in Your Words. Miracle in Your Words, Toastmasters Novita. The screen is yours.
My fellow Toastmasters, before I talk further, I would like to ask you to close your eyes for a few seconds and imagine what I'm gonna say. Now, please close your eyes and imagine that you are in a garden that is full of beautiful flowers and green grass. You are sitting on a bench in that garden, seeing and thinking about the beautiful butterflies that are flying around the flowers and the birds that are singing on the trees. However, please don't ever think about rats. They are snaking in the plants and trying to destroy the flowers. Please don't think about rats. Just think about the butterflies and the birds. Don't think about rats. So now, please open your eyes and I'm gonna ask you, who in here ever thought about rats that tried to destroy the flowers? Did rats ever cross in your mind? Yeah, please unmute your Zoom.
We did.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for your answers. Why did you think of rats? Because I said before that, please don't ever think about rats. Many researchers said that humans' brain is difficult to respond and process the negative words. So this makes us as humans should be wiser on using words because there are miracles in our words. One day I came home with an expansive mood due to a joyful office event. When I arrived, my expansive mood suddenly disappeared. I saw a wall in my house was full of scribbles with colorful crayons. I remember that few days ago, I just bought crayons for my son. I started getting mad and asked him for the explanation. Son, come here now. Do you know who did these scribbles? Did you draw on the wall? Why did you do this? You know that this wall is getting dirty now. I became impatient and asked a lot of questions that he didn't even have time to answer. Yes, I did this, Mom, said my son with a frightened face. Please don't draw on the wall again. I don't want to see the wall with scribbles again. I said to my son and hope that he will understand my warning. Do you know what happened to the next day? Yes, I saw that he drew on the wall again. Because the message words before is, please draw on the wall again. Then he looked at me, but he ignored me. He kept on drawing on the wall. I took a deep breath and tried to calm myself. I called him again, but now in a relaxed way. Honey, please come here now. You are a smart boy. Why you still did this? He didn't answer me, but he started listening to me. I think it will be great if you draw with your crayons on a drawing book. See, your drawing book haven't been used. You should use the drawing book if you want to draw again. Amazingly, after that, I've never seen him drawing on the wall again. It was just like a miracle for me that I could reach my goal to change the behavior of my son from changing my words that I've said to him. Words that I've said could be a miracle. I changed my words into positive words and didn't use the negative words such as don't, no, and so on. I also give him the solution like use the drawing book if he wanted to draw. The messages here are clear and he got the message. I try to control my emotion as well and become more relaxed while talking with him. The more you relax, the more you could choose the words wisely. Positive words create effective communications that leaves both you and the listener feeling good and confident during and after the conversation. And it builds strong relationships. While the negative words, it is the same as the more you are prohibited of doing something, the more you are curious of doing it. When I said, stop doing that or don't do that, my son might be curious of doing it. It also leads my son to feel bad, defensive, and confused. So instead of using I don't want to be sad, you might use I want to be happy. And instead of using you don't understand, you might use the solution words like let me help you understand. Words that we say could be a miracle for us. So say many positive words every day so we could spread the positive energy to ourselves, our family, our friends, and society. You could reach your goals or even your dreams by choosing the right words to say because there are miracles in your words. Toastmaster of the meeting.
Well, let's give applause to Toastmaster Sekar Novita. That's deliver about the miracle words. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sekar, for sharing in insightful your speech that we need to remember our when we need to say is start from our mindset and then how we say it in a positive words, so it will help reach your goals too. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sekar Novita, for sharing to us. And I guess we need to move to the next sessions is our second edu speaker sessions is Toastmaster Donna. And wait a minute, I'll share the screens first. Okay. Okay, the second session is about table topic speech contest edu session. Toastmaster Donna Nadira is formerly Vice President Education. She has an experience in contestants in Division I Table Topic Speech Contest in first place 2023. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Donna Nadira. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Henny. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Hope everybody is doing great tonight. My name is Donna, and I am the Vice President of Education at SCB Toastmasters Club, and I'm also grateful and lucky to have placed first place in the division contest of table topics. So today I'm going to be... Oh, Toastmaster Henny, you're fine. I got it. Thank you, though. Okay, appreciate it. Okay, so today I'll be sharing a little bit about being in the table topic contest. For those of you who are brand new and don't know what table topics is, it's a system, quote unquote, within Toastmasters where you get to answer a question you've never heard of before, an impromptu answer for 1 to 2 minutes. So imagine Miss Universe, imagine pageantry. That's the kind of answer you're expected to give. So I, at that time, remembered the 3 questions I was given, and they were, why do I matter? And then moving forward, and the beaches of Sanur. With all of those questions, I said, what? I wasn't sure what to answer, especially in club level, where the question was quite contrary to how I believed myself. I was a person who saw myself as someone who's like shrunken and little and like, why do I matter? And then I shared a story about my friends who uplifted me through a difficult experience that I was having at that time. And then with that area question of moving forward, I answered about me overcoming my shyness in high school and joining Toastmasters. And lastly, for the division question, I answered with imagining the lapping waves and the orange sunset and imagining all of those people being employees with golden cuffs just like us. I used my quote unquote strength in describing the moment at that time. So it's a whole box full of chocolates. You'll never know what you're going to get, but I think that's the charm of it. Okay, so here's the thing about the table topic speech is that your time is the container bag. So you decide what's good for you. With a prepared speech, you have a bigger bag. You can put more things. You can put more stories. You can put a little bit more detail. But with table topics, you only have a little bag. What can you fit in there? So generally, within 1 to 2 minutes, you can fit one statement that is the answer to your topic, and one story relevant to that answer that you just gave, and the conclusion. Generally, that's a quick rundown of what you just said the past minute. When you have table topics, you want to be sure that you're not just filling time, because that is a performance in itself too. So first things first, in table topics, sometimes we take it for granted. We do this weekly. We think that, oh, it's just answering a question and then you turn off your mic, you're back, it's whatever, right? But within the contest context, there are a few things that are a little bit different than answering just in a club meeting. First is that it's always a performance. It's always a speech. You're not just there to fill in, okay, I have a minute's time or 2.5 minutes time. I'm going to fill it with whatever I want. You'll still have to give a structure to your speech. Second, you have to expressly actually answer the question. Sometimes we see in regular meetings that, oh, someone's answering a question about bees, but they've never met bees before, so they connected it with honey. It can make sense, but we try not to do that once we enter the contest. And next, you have to be within time. So the time for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes, and you have a grace period of half minute or 30 seconds. So please speak within that period of time. There are whispers that you should actually talk for 1.5 minutes first before being considered, but that's vague and out there. Don't confirm with me. And next, you also have to be both inspirational and entertaining. So this is a two-piece that you have to be both on at the same time. Maybe you don't plan to be inspirational at the moment, but at least if you have a story that's engaging, the way you tell it also helps. And lastly, check the judging rubric. Just like in the chat box with the questions earlier, you get to see which parts are more important than others and which parts you can hone in on based on your strengths personally. Okay, so what are the things in a judging rubric? It's open to public, so you are free to learn from this. So the biggest part in your table topic speech is the content itself. It's in the speech development and its effectiveness. Are you rambling? Is your speech organized? Is it well transitioned? Do you the whole time? And also important, does it answer the actual question? And then the delivery. Do you employ good body language? Do you employ good vocal variety? Are you just yabba 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 and not doing any vocal variety at all? Are you just standing stiff right there and not employing any body language? And lastly, language that includes appropriateness and correctness. We're all not native speakers of the English language. It matters whether you speak correctly, but that's only 5%. And also, is it appropriate to the occasion? Okay, so quick tips for thinking on your feet. Maybe you expect me to have those little recipes, but since we're going to be on our feet and maybe we don't have time to employ them from our heads, here are the things that come naturally, at least to me, and I hope they apply to you too. Well, okay, first, start with the end in mind. So remember to conclude your speech. When you start, try figure out how you're going to end the speech. Start from the end. So start wrapping up at yellow. It's important that you have enough time not to feel like your ending is abrupt. And then state your topic or your answer again at the end. And don't ramble. When you know you're done, just say thank you. You can hand the mic. And then don't forget to address the audience. So at the beginning, you can say contest chair, audience members, and esteemed guests, etc. And you don't always have to just say, don't you think so? Have you ever? And then lastly, end with a call to action. If you had an inspirational story, ask people to say, wake up early with you. Ask people to say, go to grad school with you, according to your story. Okay, and then have the story in the first place. The way you can have stories to tell is by keeping a story bank. I got this tip as I was preparing last year. So make a list of all the interesting incidents in your life that you think you can relate to many topics, and then make the time to relate these stories to as many topics as possible. And how do you do that? You have to assume that your life isn't boring. If you think your life is boring, that's basically the death of a Toastmaster speaker, because you always have to dig from your life experience. And lastly, be ready to pivot. If you don't have a relevant life experience, just think on your feet, find something just like that bee and honey example I had. And lastly, form your response. So take your time, breathe. You have 30 seconds to think. Use it wisely. It's there for you. When you're up there, try to look cool as you think. There was one time where I was thinking really, really hard, but I remembered to look cool doing it, right? So I was like, yes, hello. And I was just smiling at everyone when deep down I was actually thinking. So just letting you know, I was thinking at that time. And lastly, if you're not sure where you're headed next, without being rambling, just keep going. If you stumble, keep going. If you make a mistake, keep going. You'll get used to speaking as you think, as you do table topics more often. Okay. And I also have a quick set of transition phrases. People tend to listen more when you start your personal stories with, for example, okay.
Okay. Halo, Toastmaster Donna. I guess Toastmaster Donna freeze. Okay.
Well, here's the deal. You can say, have you ever? Or can you imagine? Blah, blah, blah. And for a negative example or something you've never done, never have I ever. Blah, 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 blah. These transition phrases will help people listen to you. Okay, so in summary, you're here to deliver a speech, not to fill in your 2 minutes time. Answer your question, have the end in mind, have a story, form your response, and stick within time. Okay, these will be it for me for now. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. I see the chat box pinging. I think I can hand it back to Tessa Hani for now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna, for giving the insightful tips and tricks tonight. And we have a question from Toastmaster Dede. Is how long the time for waiting for answer the questions? I guess. Do you want to continue again to repeat the answer because?
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So the time we think to answer the question, so we're given 30 seconds, right? Whether you finish thinking within 10 seconds, within 20 seconds, you never know. You never know what the question is. But as long as it's within those 30 seconds, you'll be fine. If you seem to take more time, usually they'll ask you probably like, are you good to answer? Is everything okay? But generally, please keep it to the 30 seconds that you're given. Hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. And I guess we have one more against. The question is, what if we don't follow understand the question from Toastmaster Andika?
Okay, so thank you to Mrs. Renika for that great question. I think that when we get a question that we don't understand, it's good to pivot. Say the question is something I'm really out of touch with. For example, how do you think pollution will impact society? I'm like, what? I'm not a public policy person. I'm not a scientist. I'm not anything like that. But I'm gonna relate it to something I experienced. For example, I grew up with tuberculosis. I grew up with parents who had asthma. I have allergies. And I can relate it to those experiences in my life. And if you read books, if you know quotes, you can connect it to quotes that you know. For example, I'm not familiar with quotes, but if you have quotes related to dirtiness or pollution that you can incorporate, then by all means put them into account. So when you don't understand the question, pick the closest word or closest concept you can get to the question and use that concept. If you hear the sky is high, but the moon is higher, take the word moon and just talk about the moon. I'm not saying to pull something out of thin air, but keep it close to what the topic is if you're not familiar with it. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing the other answers. And also, I guess we have some of the simple table topics for after we learn from the education and we learn how to the practice is in table topic session is wait. Okay, first I will call for the sample is wait a minute, I will call, how about Toastmaster Marja Dinata, are you there? Okay. Toastmaster Marja? Okay, not good answer, but how about I will call Toastmaster Helena? Hello, Toastmaster Helena, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Hi.
let's try this topic. Here, first, your topic is about question 1 is if you could have animal's ability, which animal's ability would it be? This is for your practice and remember from the tips before and 1 until 2 minutes. The stage is yours.
If I could be an animal that has an ability, it would be an octopus. How many knows that octopus could change their color when they are attached to any surface? How many of you know about that? Yes. Octopus has the ability to change their color at wherever place that they want to attach with. So I really want to change my skin into colors that are matched with my surroundings. I thought it could be a nice thing if I sneak into a room and no one will be able to recognize me because I changed my color, because I changed my skin, just like an octopus. And I think it would be also nice if I change my color the way the octopus change to just to be around in the place where I can, let's say, helping other people without them knowing me that I'm around. So yes, I would be very delightful to be like an octopus in the ocean. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Helena, for sharing an insightful words from animals is inspired octopus. And I guess we have another samples again to practice. Wait. Wait. I will call. How about Toastmaster Nikki, are you there?
I am here, but I'm kind of still at the office, so I can't participate. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. How about Toastmaster Nabila? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. This is your questions. Is wait. The second questions is wait. Can you see the screen? Okay. The second question is, what's your favorite recipe to make?
Okay. Thank you, Tiam Henny, for the question. I think the most favorite recipe uh, that I like to make is pancake. It was back then when I'm still junior high school because I have a cooking class from my school, and then we practice that. And then I don't know why, maybe it's because cooking pancake is very simple, and we can also make like a lot of variation with that. For example, if you like sweet, you can add the sweet toppings like chocolate or cheese or yeah, anything else. But then if you like the salty taste, then you can also modify it with other toppings. So yeah, there was a moment when I'm like a pancake addict. Maybe it's like every weekend I spend yeah time to to make pancake because it is simple, but it's not really that easy to make a good pancake. because you have to make sure that the composition of the baking soda and the flour is right, so that the dough is not very, very thick or too thin also. And yeah, I think it's quite good to do that like that. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thought about the pancake. It was delicious. I guess tonight we have a lot of about food. And also we have another speakers tonight, and I will call, how about soon to be Toastmaster, I guess Beatrix, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, this is your topic. Okay, this is your topic. Okay, the third questions is, what's the most breathtaking view you've ever seen? Oh, that's Mr. Beatrix. Okay, what's the most breathtaking view you've ever seen?
Okay. So the most breathtaking view I've ever seen is when I went to one city in the Greece. That time I went to I forgot what to call it, but it is a Holy Trinity, a place that I don't know how many of you ever watch James Bond 1. So the movie itself take place in that place. So like to go there, I needed to take like 5-hour train, and then just to spend like 1 or 2 hours at the place, because I need to go back to the city again. Why it was so breathtaking view for me, because like it's like a lot of beautiful view there, and mountain, something like that. And yeah, the place was very cold, and I really love it. To be honest, I really cannot explain it. It was so good. Yeah, that's all. Back to Tom. Honey, thank you.
Thank you, Patrick, for sharing about movie James Bond. I don't remember the movie, but if you said was beautiful, so let's we watch from another resources. Thank you so much. And I guess we move to the next session. Is after we learn about the edu sessions, and then we practice, and Toastmaster Donna will be giving the evaluate for table topic speakers. Toastmaster Donna, over to you.
Thank you to Sasarani, and thank you to all table topic speaker. Let's give him a loud applause. Woohoo! Okay, so first I'd like to start with Toastmaster Helena. Thank you very much for answering the question immediately by saying that you would like the powers of an octopus. And we're like, what? Why octopus, right? You immediately said that the thing you wanted from an octopus is the camouflage. You want to disappear from people at work. You want to disappear from people who are looking for you. Great idea. I think you had a good opening. You have a good story, trying to avoid everybody, super relatable. And you also closed by saying once again that I want to be like an octopus so that I can camouflage, so that people don't look for me. I can just and disappear into the wall. So thank you, Tessa Helena. That's a really great example for all of us. Next, we have Tessa Nabila, our brand new freshly minted member. Thank you for coming up and answering this table topic. You said that you like pancakes, and you went on to tell the story that you learned it at school, at cooking class, that it's simple and reminds you of goodness, that it's versatile. Those are great examples of why you like a pancake. Those are great reasons. And as soon as the light turned green, you're like, ah, okay, bye. I'm done. And you didn't get to close what you wanted to say. You could have said, that's why I like pancakes, because it reminds me of good memories in school. It's versatile. It's easy to make. You can take the audience with you and ask, so what about you? Do you like making pancakes? Is there anything that reminds you of your school era? I think that can give you a little bit of a zhuzh to your answer for next time. So thank you to Sister Nabila. And next we have Guest Baby. Hi, Guest Baby. How are you? So you said that the most beautiful and breathtaking scenery you've seen is the Holy Trinity. Was it Hill in Greece where James Bond was shot? I have not been there. I wish I have. I think this is a perfect time for you to practice some of those descriptive language that you can employ here. You could say, the sea is so blue and the mountains are so green. You did say a little bit of that. You said there are so many mountains and there are so many views. I think we can go further into detail. And also, I also noticed the same thing that you didn't get to close. Okay, that's it. I saw Greece and you handed back the microphone. I think with our next two speakers, what we're also missing is also the body gesture and vocal variety that comes with time. So join us more often and answer more table topics so that you can employ more body gestures and vocal variety into your answers. So that will be it for my super quick table topic evaluation. I will hand it back to our Toastmaster at the meeting, Toastmaster Henny.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna, for sharing a special edu session. And we see the practice in table topic, and also we learn how to evaluate in table topic sessions. May hope it will be benefit for all of the contestants and also participants in here. So, I guess we have into timer report. I guess we need to share the timer report so we learn how is the eligible from the in table topic speakers. So, Mr. Olivia, can you share the timer report?
Okay, I've already, sorry. Let me share it to everyone. So Toastmaster Helena is 1 minute 46 seconds. Toastmaster Nabila is 1 minute 29 seconds, while guest Beatrix is 1 minute 13 second, 13 seconds. So therefore, all are eligible.
Thank you for sharing the report. So we can see the eligibility in timer, and also we need to Miss Balkanter, Toastmaster Aleka, could you please share the link vote?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Honey. I will share the link on the chat box. Wait a minute, in a minute. Done. Okay. Please choose your favorite table topic speakers.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Aleka, for sharing your link vote. So please do vote who is the most favorite table topic speakers tonight. And while we waiting the votes, that first session we already learned about the international speech contest, and second we already learned about in table topic sessions contest, and also hopefully we get more benefit from these sessions. And after this we moved in taking online photo sessions. So please all of you turn on the camera, and I want to see your beautiful face tonight. Please turn on the camera. Please on the camera. Taking photo. Toastmaster you, guest Patrick, guest you, Toastmaster Ivoni, and Toastmaster Karan. So, okay, I will count 1 until 3. Say cheers, and 1, 2, 3, cheers. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Once more photo again. Let's be wild. I just remember from Toastmaster Alvin style. Be wild. Be wild and 1 until 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wild. Okay. Thank you so much for in taking the photo sessions. I hope you will be stay on fire tonight. And also we move to the next sessions is the third education sessions will lead by Toastmaster Alvin Aber. Wait. Is the evaluation sessions in we learn from Toastmaster Alvin Aber as an edu speaker tonight. Toastmaster Alvin Aber is a division director I and also serving in a sergeant at arms in HUD Toastmasters Club. He is a experienced contestant in Division I humorous speech contest in second place 2022. Without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Alvin Aber. Toastmaster Alvin, are you there? Hello, Toastmaster Alvin.
I don't think he's available to speak yet.
Okay. So, okay, while we do. Okay. Okay, while we waiting for Toastmaster Alvin's that I was how is going today? I would call how about welcome this DTM Joe. Are you there? How wait, I want to chit chat first to another audience because while we waiting speakers it's an eligible still the inactive. How about I call DTM Joe? Are you there? Thank you for coming.
Yes, I'm here, but my house is like a kindergarten classroom, very noisy.
While okay, kindergarten. Okay, while we learn tonight, so Luke enjoyed kindergarten. And how about others? Are you still on fire tonight? Can I hear your voice louder while we hear the kindergarten music? Okay. Hello to Mr. Alvin. Are you still there? Oh, while we waiting, so how about Toastmaster Uyun? Toastmaster Uyun, I just want to share a bit that you know that Toastmaster Uyun have a camp car, so she told us that she can move in everywhere. Toastmaster Uyun, are you curious? I'm curious. Are you still in the way car, Toastmaster Uyun?
Yeah, I am in the car.
Okay, am I right? Okay, so how is going down? Are you still in the car?
We are making stop, so and the car is stopped anyway.
Oh, okay. So how is going? What do you think about our stations in the first session in about international speech and table topic sessions speech? What do you think?
I really love the sharing, especially because I know that our educational speaker today are very seasoned speaker. They are experienced in having contests as participant as well as winners. And I think all the materials should be noted by everyone here, not only the potential contestants, but also everyone, because yeah, like they delivered the meat of delivering speech in Toastmasters. And also love the examples like speakers today as well.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun, for sharing.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hani.
Okay, take care your while you go home. Take care. Okay. And how about I want to say Toastmaster Karan? How Toastmaster Karan?
Hey, honey, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Toastmaster Alvin is already ready. Okay, Toastmaster Karen later after meeting ya. Okay, let's welcome the third edu speaker is Toastmaster Alvin Abrar. Let's welcome Toastmaster Alvin
Toastmaster,
Abrar.
honey. All right,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Wait a minute. All right, Toastmaster honey, edu speakers, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. For some people, evaluation is the best part of any Toastmasters meeting. Please raise your hand if you think evaluation is the best part of Toastmasters. Wow, happy to see many hands. It indicates that you're open for feedback and eager to improve. Because we are Toastmasters, especially in STBD, we strive for progress. The progress comes from the feedback. With the evaluators, we are just normal people talking on the screen without improvement. As times goes by, we may get burned out. Many times, a Toastmasters member decides not to continue his journey in Toastmasters because he doesn't deliver a speech for ages. Let's reflect on ourselves. When was our last speech? Is it last week, last month, or decades ago? On the other case, we sometimes see and evaluators become very critical. They say the truth, plain truth. Yet after that, we never see the speaker again. He may be smiling when receive the feedback from the evaluators, but sejak saat itu senyumnya jadi palsu. As evaluator, our main responsibility is to improve our speakers. We are not a judge like in Indonesian Idol. We are like a good friend that loves our friend to become better. Improve our speaker. That is how I believe the noble purpose of an evaluator. And how we can improve our speaker? If we don't know his speech, that's a way to start. We have to comprehend their speech, because from there, we can know what's good and what could be better. Listening skills is indeed required. My favorite way in evaluation is I note down what the speaker said. It is an objective for me to be able to understand the content, because I will use it as my opening of my evaluation speech. Moreover, be careful to not become too attached to your note, so you may miss his body language or audience reactions. So as evaluation is an art as well, we have to be sensitive when to note, when to observe. Sometimes I note when there's a detail from the speech, like place, time, and pointers. If I didn't note, I will forget. This is useful to be used in opening, a highlight of the speech. What we learn, what is our reaction, because evaluation is a performance. So we incorporate opening, body, and closing as well. Common mistake that I did is start immediately with the report. The feedback may be true, but audience is not ready yet. So it will be a missed opportunity to not having an opening on any evaluation. So the first tips is to improve our speaker, know their speech, and listen carefully. Then you may use it as your opening to prepare your audience to the next part, which is the body. The body consists of 3. Guys, can you please mention it for me? What is the body of an evaluation? The first is what you excel at, if you see the evaluation form. And second is one you may work on. And 3, to challenge yourself. Exactly. So we have 3 in the body, what you excel, or for easier terminology, I will just mention as the positive feedback. And the second is one you may work on, or I can say the negative feedback. And the last is the challenge, to challenge yourself. And to become an effective evaluator, please notice that we give feedback, not advice or even a judgment. And what is the difference between advice and a feedback? Advice is an opinion and feedback is an information. So here is the difference between advice and feedback. Don't be so scared. A feedback can be, I noticed that you were shaking. Advice, you need to stand up straight. The feedback, I observe. Right? The word I is our point of view. You need to improve your eye contact. I saw that you are averting your eye contact, your eyes from the audience. So that is the example of the difference between advice and feedback. Hope that make it clear for you. And feedback is an information that we got when we listen. Positive feedback is something that we found as a strength of the speaker, something that we found well done, excels, or exemplary from the speaker. Negative feedback, something that we think need development, and the challenge, like a temptation to do something that we didn't see in the speech, anything that can move the speaker from his comfort zone. These three main bodies are known by everybody. The problem is how to find those. I did listen to the speaker, but I don't have anything to say. Like times just go by and he is on the end of the speech already. I understand your struggle. And this is when we can use the evaluation form to help you. All right, if you have ever see this form, you can use focal variety, the eye contact, gestures, audience awareness. You can use this if you cannot find on your note. It's most of the time very helpful to find the points. So that is the body of your evaluation speech. Now we come to the end of the speech, the closing. Closing is not different with any kind of speech. In closing, we should summarize all our feedback. The positive feedback, the negative feedback, the challenge. This will help the audience, especially the speaker, to remember all your key points. If they can remember your feedback, better the chance they will be a better public speaker. So that is the structure. The opening, the highlight of the speech, yeah. Body consists of positive, negative, and the challenge, and the closing, the summary. And pro tips, use transition. When preparing your evaluation, be mindful of how you will move from opening, the body, that consists of three main body, yeah, to the closing. Transition will give audience the feel of a good flow of your speech. It will make your speech sound so smooth. It can be as simple as, here's my feedback to Mr. X. First, blah, blah, blah. Then second, blah, blah, blah. Finally, to challenge you, blah, blah, blah. And in conclusion, blah, blah, blah. Or if I want to play a little bit, I may say, as I was drawn on your speech, Toastmaster X, I almost forget to do my job as an evaluator. I noticed you use descriptive language to hypnotize me, etc., etc. And who doesn't agree? We want Toastmaster X to become a better version of himself. Toastmaster X, I notice you are very comfortable on this type of descriptive hand gesture. What if you use the prompt of hand gestures to invite audience to do what you want to do? And hypnotizing speech. First point, second point, challenge. I'm very entertained by your speech. And another tips, sometimes people forget to analyze each point. Like we have the first points, the second points. Please analyze why you think that is the strength of the speaker. And common question, what if the speaker is very beginner? The answer is focus more on what they are doing well. Boost a new speaker's confidence first, then you can note a few skills that need to be developed. And what if the speaker is very advanced? Give an advanced speaker more feedback on ways to enhance their communication or any skills, while still including positive remark. So if you're contesting in this speech contest, anybody to compete in evaluation contest this year? All right, so several technical steps that you need 5 minutes to note your evaluation form in a breakout room, and then that is all the time you need to develop your evaluation later on. So last but not least for me is listen to your speaker carefully, determine your opening, the body, which is the positive, negative, challenge, and the closing, and practice. Sometimes we perform bad, we said. Sometimes we perform good, we said too, because last week we are not good. Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters guests, keep trying. As long as you keep trying, you will be winning. Back to you, Toastmaster Hani.
Oh, thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin, for sharing that insightful sessions about the evaluation tips. And so we open for the Q&A sessions. We already have a question, Toastmaster Alvin, that I guess sometimes we have a difficult. What if we don't find anything to pick upon by the speaker? What do you think about that, Mr. Alvin?
Yeah, question is, what if we don't have anything to pick? Yeah, we will use, I think I mentioned earlier, we use the evaluation form, yeah, which is the clarity or the vocal variety, how good is it, yeah, the eye contact. There must be something good, best, or need to develop, yeah, the gesture, audience awareness, comfort level, etc. So we use this, how you see the vocal variety, the eye contact, the clarity, or the content, the delivery, and mark it from 1 to 5, you will have something to say. There's always something to say. If you don't have anything to say because you cannot hear, you cannot understand, you can use that as your evaluation. Like, I cannot follow your speech, maybe because I cannot distinguish the difference between your opening, your body, and your closing. So there is always things to find. If you cannot find, you can use this form. Hope that answered your question.
Okay, Toastmaster Alvin, thanks for sharing. So, Toastmaster Dona, if we can't find difficult to pick upon, so we can do the refer from this form and find another things. And also we have another questions. The second questions is, what is the major difference between explaining area of improvement and giving a challenge for the speakers? What is the difference both of them? Mr. Alvin, what do you think?
Yeah, thank you for the question. So what's the difference between the area of improvement and the challenge for the speaker? Area of improvement, it means it's still not good, need development, or we see they are struggling it. So they do it, but it's not in the best way. For example, they do vocal variety, but it is not that contrast. We cannot differ from the first color of voice to another color of voice. And to give a challenge for the speaker is like moving her from the comfort zone. Like, for example, she used to one type of body language, which is descriptive, and we invite her move from the comfort zone, which is using prompt hand gestures. Or the other example, if we see the speakers is always most of the time using slides, and we challenge her or him to not use slides because slides, we feel that slide is not supporting their speech. Yeah. Thank you. Hope that answered the question.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. So yes, Toastmaster Andika, your answer already can answered by Toastmaster Alvin. Is the difference is how to give the challenge from the area improvement, because if example if you don't see the difference and how to make another difference to next challenge in another project or a speech for the area improvement from the area improvements. And I guess we already have questions, and feel free if you still have a question, just write in the chat box, and by later will be answered by Toastmaster Alvin. And so without further ado, we'll move to the next sessions. So after we learn from the edu session from Toastmaster Alvin, so we learn in the practice how to evaluate. Let's hear from Toastmaster Leonie Octavia will be giving the evaluation for Toastmaster Sekar speech. Without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Leonie. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, Toastmaster Leonie, over to you.
There are miracles in our words, and I think I've seen a miracle in Toastmaster Sekar's speech. When she used words to show us how she can prime our brain to think about less, even though she told us not to. That is the power of using effective words. The second thing that I love from her speech is that she was on the right track of using different set of tones on her speech, and that gave the audience a certain level of engagement. The third thing that I think she did a marvelous job was she was using an open body language. She opened her arms and hands, and that is a terrific thing because it gives a sense of trust and clarity to the audience. Now, let's move on to the areas of improvement. I noticed that Toastmaster Sakar did a movement of going back and forth. That is what we call unintentional movement, because in a speech we should always use an intentional movement, a movement that can emphasize our message. And using an unintentional movement can distract the message from the audience a little bit. The second thing, I noticed that Toastmaster Sakar finished her speech in a little bit of a hurry and using a faster speech in her last part of her message. That gave the audience a little bit of a abrupt ending. What I would do is to integrate a change of speed and intentional pause to the speech. For instance, if I just want to tell a story about something, I can speed up a little bit. But when it came to the message of the speech, such as saying words that we choose to say can give a strong impact. Choose your words wisely. God create miracles with your words. As you can see, I'm using a different variety of speed, and that variety of speed and intentional pause can give the audience time to digest our message. But overall, Toastmaster Sakar has shown us an inspiring and wonderful speech that use effective words, different set of tones, and open body language. And to advance her speech to the next level, I challenge her to be aware with unintentional movement and include speed variation as well as intentional pause on her speech. So, Dr. Sakar, I'm really looking forward for the next.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Leonie, for giving the evaluation to Toastmaster Sekar. So after we learn from Toastmaster Leonie, let's hear an evaluations from Toastmaster Alvin that giving evaluation to evaluator. Toastmaster Alvin, over to you.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Hani. Toastmaster Leonie, what an encouraging evaluation. That is what we call an evaluation, that is encouraging, that you give a very complete evaluation, including what you, sorry, can someone unmute the leak microphone? And yeah, and the first is in terms of your evaluating, you giving the good points of the Sekar speech, that you explain, giving exact reason why you think that is the good points. That's very good one. That's some things most of the time a lot of evaluator forget to do so. Why this one is important? Because blah blah blah. And also, you're giving an example of how to solve that kind of improvement, the kind of weakness that you find on the speakers. And you also giving an encouragement to, from all the evaluation. And to improve Toastmaster Leonie, what can she do? The first is the transition. The transition, I think it can be better. You can use a transition kind of cause and effect, because you did very good at this point, this point, this point, and what can improve you is etc., etc., etc. So that is what I suggest can be improved. And the second is to improve Toastmaster, to challenge Toastmaster Toastmaster Leonie, is to be more focused on the project, because the project is the introduction to vocabulary and body language. Let's focus on the project if it is a project speech. And if it is a contest, we can do a general evaluation. If it is about vocabulary and body language, we focus better focus on the project. If for example, the project is about managing difficult audience, we focus on how she or he managed the difficult audience. Or if the project is a Q&A, we evaluate how he face if he cannot answer the question. And that's all for me. Toastmaster Leonie, a very good one on explaining the points of her evaluation and also giving example. And to add to your arsenal, Toastmaster Leonie, let's please have a better transition from each points into the points. And if possible, focus on the projects to challenge you, so we can be focused more on the project or the goals of the speakers. And I think that's all for me. Thank you so much for sharing your feedback to our Toastmaster Sekar. Back to our Toastmaster Han.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin, for sharing the evaluation to Toastmaster Leonie. So after we learn in educations and also practice and hear the evaluation, hopefully we already know to be more in evaluations and more practice. And so because we have one speakers and one evaluation tonight, just can you share the report to Master Olivia? So this is the learn.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hani. Let me share you the time report for speaker Sekar. It is 6 minutes, and then for evaluator Leonie, it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So both are eligible.
Thank you, Toastmaster Olivia. So we learned from our speakers and evaluations is eligible, and this is to remind you that the contest speech, please watch your time to be an eligibles, and good luck for your contest later. And also after this we move to the because we only have one speaker and one evaluation, so we don't have a ballot cast. And so we move to the next sessions is wait a minute, in about general contest Q&A. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So here we move to the in general contest, the Q&A sessions. This is the sessions that we open to all of you as contestants or all participants in here, that if you have another question about in contest in general, so please just raise your hands, and hopefully we can will sharing about from rules speech contest, and also after learn about in 3 sessions in international speech, table topic speech, and also evaluation. So hopefully you can learn something from it. And if you another questions in general contest, please free to giving us the questions tonight, so we can giving the answer to you regarding in speech contests, because some of the club already held nearly and to the preparations to an in contest speech. Okay, Toastmaster Donna. Toastmaster, okay, we have questions. Okay, we have the questions is, what are the requirements for the evaluation and table topics contest? That I guess we already hear from the Toastmaster Alvin's sessions and table topic sessions is, first, you be more in the good standing member, also an active member, and all participants. The second is all participants can be join in evaluation and table topics contest, because as also you active members, and also the requirements is by you already learn in practice in especially in level 1, because you already learn about how to giving the evaluation and feedbacks, and also you can do the join in requirement and evaluation and table topics contest. And also please remember from the requirement of an eligible to in judging. So watch the time is for evaluations is 2 minutes, and table topics and 1 minute until 2 minutes. So please, it is the requirement for join in evaluation and table topics contest. Hopefully it will be answered, Toastmaster Donna. Thank you for the questions. And does anyone in here, example, if you the first time as the contestant, so you don't know another what kind of in contest, so please you can just your curiosity to throw your question in here. Okay, we have a question from guest Ju, soon to be Toastmaster Ju. Is this contest one of the privilege only dedicated to official members? The answer is yes, only official as members. This is one of the special and benefit that we gain as an official members. We learn how to be a good public speaker. So when we join in a golden opportunity in international speech contest, so it will lead you to join until world champions speaking, like in Toastmaster Andika mentioned in the first session, that we can see there are so many names to be a winner and world champion. So this is one of the special as an official members to be joined in on speech contest. So soon to be those are you, and thank you for your always join in our session. I hope do you want to join in contest, so please register as an official members. And how about another questions? I guess okay, from Toastmaster Anika. We have another question in contest about contest. Can we participate both in international speech contest and contest pidato dipersiapkan? Okay, this is the differences about in contest. We have in international speech contest that we usually using an English language, and also about how about the contest pidato dipersiapkan. Contest pidato dipersiapkan is we using in bahasa contest. And our club, we held in participate in our club we held an international speech contest and also contest pidato dipersiapkan. The requirement for join in international speech and also contest pidato is the same. Minimum you eligible in complete in until level 2 in the first pathway. If you have a first pathway, you must be eligible complete in level 2. How about you have a second pathway, third pathway? No worries. If your first pathway on already eligible in level 2, so you eligible to join in international speech contest or contest pidato dipersiapkan. When the time when requirement, I guess you can do the prepare yourself to complete as soon as possible before the day of registration or contest in your club. And another question we have, if we join as a member in Toastmaster with English language, how can we compete with Toastmaster Bahasa members? If we join Bahasa as well at the contest. If we join member in Toastmaster with English, how can we compete with Bahasa members if we join Bahasa as well? Okay. I guess from this, if you join in English language and we can, our club is held in Bahasa as well in contest. And how about join in, it depends on, I guess it depends on the club held, which is an international or only internationals or include in Bahasa contest. But in our clubs is held in two type of contest, in English and also in Bahasa contest. So you can join both of them. And how about with Bahasa members, if we join Bahasa, and I guess how about another's that we can, both of them we can do the compete in depends on your club. And also I guess there are so many another additional, yeah, but I just forgot what is it. How about I asked my Madam VP, how about Toastmaster Donna? Do you remember? How about what is the English and versus in Bahasa contest? Can you add more, perhaps?
Hello, thank you, Toastmaster Henny. So to answer Toastmaster Dede's question, we had that precedent last year with me myself. So Toastmaster Hani and I were the representatives to area from SABD Toastmasters. We're an English speaking club, right? But we were appointed to the area I3 just by asking, hey, do you want to join the contest, the area contest? We're like, sure, why not, right? Kudos and credit to our VP at that time, to Professor Alvin and president. And you too, Sister Annie. So we went and we competed against our sister club, Jakarta Bahasa. And we went on and on and on. We will compete against the Indonesian clubs. And also, there are members of Indonesian clubs who competed in English last year. And I can see that it will happen again this year. So it will happen. So if you're a member of an English club, you can compete in Indonesian or Mandarin. And so it it's just based on the contest you're in. So hope that answers. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Madam VP, for that. Hopefully, Toastmaster Dede is the answer is enough for your question. Is that to Anis? Okay, so I guess we already have enough time to in general contest Q&A sessions, and just want to remind you, and if you haven't yet to register the contest speech, please join and register yourself and take the golden opportunity. I guess thank you so much for the in general contest session. We move to the next sessions is about, oh yeah, closing remarks. Okay, like come back again with me. Okay, this is the closing remarks. First I want to repeat what we learned from in the first session from Edu speech session in international speech contest is remember for Mr. MRI. Just remember tips from Toastmaster Andika is how to win is first start your Mr. MRI mindset, research, message, and rehearse, and also the input. This is the part of important to tips and trick to win the speech contest and do your best speech. And second, we have learned from Toastmaster Donna is how to have the end in mind, and also how to have CTA. CTA is call to action. This is the part of important in table topic speech. Remember, call to actions is the part of importance to grab the audience, awareness the audience. And also, the last we learned from Toastmaster Alvin, like remember from the evaluation sessions is about in body evaluation. First, what is the excelled at, and second, what is the area improvement, and the third, what is the challenge. And how about the differences about the challenge and area improvements? It difference area improvement that Toastmaster Alvin share is what it needs improve from before the first speech, and also what the challenge is after we already know the improvement, and what's you as an evaluator to see in a different way. So this is the part of challenge to the speakers. So we already learned from the third edu speakers. Let's give applause. And we move to the last sessions is Hall of Fame. Hello, this is Mr. Alika. Can you hear with me together? Okay.
Yeah, I will share my screen.
Okay.
So we have the certificates of appreciation and Hall of Fame today. We're going to share our appreciation to our speakers tonight, Toastmaster Donna, Toastmaster Andika, and Toastmaster Alvin. All right.
Okay.
Go next.
Okay.
So this is our first speaker, Toastmaster Andika Sumarsana. You sign the certificate for yourself. Congratulations. Should we take a picture?
Yes, we
Yes,
take a
please.
picture.
Okay.
Wait, I will take the picture first. Okay. Okay, let's 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, Mr. Alika. How about the next?
Thank you so much, Mr. Andika, for your session. And the second one is our edu speaker for the table topic, Toastmaster Donna Nadira. Please, Toastmaster Honey, can you help us to take a picture?
Okay, Toastmaster Alika, thank you. Okay, stay cheers, Toastmaster Donna. Take a picture. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Toastmaster Donna.
Next one is Toastmaster Alvin Abrar for his session about evaluation contest. Toastmaster Alvin, are you ready to take a picture?
Thank you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, cheers.
Yay. All right. And let's move on to the next certificate. So we have only one speaker and one evaluator. So they are by default being the best speaker and the best evaluator, and they deserve it. Their speech and their evaluation is really astonishing tonight. So congratulations, Toastmaster Sekar, for delivering your speech tonight. Please turn on your camera and yep, take a picture with us.
Toastmaster Sekar, are you there? Oh,
I think she is not available. We can move on to our evaluator, Toastmaster Leonie. Are you able to take a picture with us?
Okay, I take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Cheers.
Okay, congratulations once again, Toastmaster Leonie. And next, this is the third of the table topic speaker. We have 3 table topic speakers tonight. And the winner is, drum rolls. I don't have the voice of drum rolls into my slides. So, Toastmaster Helena, a fan of octopus. Yay! Toastmaster Helena, are you there? Let's take a picture.
Okay, take a picture. Stay cheers. 1, 2, 3. Cheers.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. That's for me, and this is our favorite slides. And the Toastmaster Adrian is our VP of membership for those of you who want to join or want to ask more about our club. Please scan this QR code and just text him. And yeah, thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alaika. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing the Hall of Fame. And congratulations for all the winners. And also we move to the last is I call Toastmaster Adrian. The last picture that you see you from the picture. So we need to hear from you again in the last session. Over to you, Toastmaster Adrian.
Thank you so much for leading the session, Toastmaster Honey. First of all, I would like to thank our visiting Toastmaster. We got Toastmaster Karan from Jakarta Toastmaster Club. From Maranatha Toastmaster Club, we got distinguished Toastmaster Rona and Toastmaster Debbie. We also have from Kuching, Toastmaster Mike. And we also have Toastmaster Nikki from Metropolitan Toastmaster Club. We also got the visitors from Riau, Fiber Toastmaster, from Toastmaster Anggit. Thank you for coming. And also distinguished Toastmaster Lai, Toastmaster Marja Dinara, and distinguished Toastmaster Ju. I hope you all get the benefit of our tonight's session. And also, I'd like to thank all of the SCBD Toastmaster and distinguished guests. I hope you all also get benefit of joining this club and get the information you need to know about how to win the contest, international speech contest, table topic, evaluation session. I hope you all get the information from all of these three speakers, fabulous speakers for tonight. And I also have the several announcements to make. So we will have the gift giving. It is a white elephant. It is next week. It is a gift exchange among ourselves or members. So please bring a gift around 10,000 until 40,000 K. So we can, we or something from home. We can bring it into our next session and we can give exchange. For further information, we can contact us, Master Dona. And also, the day after that, we also have this picnic thing. So we will arrange some nice board game session around Gelora Bung Karno. So stay tuned for that. And any information, I'll post it into our WhatsApp group. And reminder for the contest, which will be held on 6th January, the registration will be closed tomorrow on the midnight, 9th December. We have international speech, international table topic, and evaluation, and also we have pidato pidato dipersiapkan, dan table topic for Indonesian in Indonesian language. So I think that's all of the announcement to make, and I hope you all enjoy our session tonight. By the power of my eyewear glasses in the eyewear box, I adjourn this meeting. Thank you so much. Happy morning.
Happy
Happy
morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you. We have a marathon